Hi all. Today I'd like to talk about safety and kind of get that out of the way. Um, it differs a little bit between um, the place that I work for and my internship. Although they're owned by the same company and run by the same company, they do have different ideas of safety. In my internship, we have a central office that is in the bottom floor of the house, and it has two main doors that go into the office. Those are to remain shut if you are the only person that is at the house at that time. Um, and if you leave the office and the doors have to be closed so the residents can't get in, there is an alarm system at my internship um, that alarms you when the door is opened. I think a lot of it too, you have to rely on gut instinct and how you're feeling about a situation. You are more than welcome to have somebody else in the room with you so you're not alone with a client or an individual, as we like to call them. Calling them clients in a substance abuse program tends to make them feel like they're more of um, I guess, a clinical problem rather than somebody who is living in the house. That differs a little bit from what I do in my own work with the mental health people that I do work with, because all our doors are locked. You can't get to our offices unless you are let in by a staff member, or obviously if you have a key. My internship, kind of a free-flowing place. Um, Safety in terms of the people who work there, it's basically gut instinct, making sure that doors are locked if you're the only one there, making sure that all residents are inside and not outside. I think there's a safety element that also goes along with the residents from other residents. Um, it is one of the only halfway houses in the area that is co-ed, and because of that, male and female sides of the house have to be separated. But unfortunately, because of fire codes, there can't be a door in between the hallways. So if we go upstairs, if a female goes upstairs to the men's side of the house, you always have to announce that there is a female on the floor. Same goes for a male going up to a female house or a female side of the house, where you have to announce that a male is on the floor. That kind of protects us against any type of sexual harassment claims. It is very important in terms of safety from sexual harassment that any type of advances made towards you from a resident or individual needs to be shut down. A complaint needs to be made, and it needs to be documented. Sometimes they are then put on contract for them to understand that making such an accusation or making a pass at either a female or anybody of the opposite sex is wrong. So I think that's a safety thing too. It's very easy for some of our young clients, and most of them are young, in their 20s. We have one or two that are in their 30s, and then one individual who is almost 60. It's very hard to keep some testosterone levels down. So when there's a female resident with a male counselor, sometimes there's other counselors in the room just to make sure that everything is safe and no claims can be made. Same goes the other way around. Some of the younger men kind of get a little off color, and they can get a little heated. It's tough being a co-ed facility with a lot of men and not a lot of females, and not being able to fraternize. So when they see some of the people who work with them are female, they tend to get a little out of hand, but they are brought back down, and they do realize that it's not appropriate. But as far as safety is concerned, I think number one is gut instinct, and number two is just making sure your safeguards are put in place, such as locking the doors, knowing where your residents are at all times, and making sure that they are on top of things. Bye.